The first time this weekend for the MXGP riders. The Ram qualifying race about to get underway here at the MXGP of Sumbawa, Indonesia. 5-second borders turn, gate's about to drop any moment now. Charging down into the first turn, Febvre with the inside gate, Prado alongside him as they rail that bowl turn, or at least the back end of it, but then Sumbawa slips up the inside into second place. So Febvre leads, Sumbawa second, Fernandez third, he's also, and then goes immediately into second. Two passes and a couple of corners for Ruben Fernandez, not hanging around, it's the number 70. It's Febvre who leads. There's Fernandez, there's Sumbawa with the green back on his jersey, then Prado. Evans a good start in 5th place. From Pacharel, Valanderen, Koldenhoff, Gio and Osland. Rounding out the top 10, Lupino 11, Petrov, Ferrato and Watson, with Stewart 15, Murray 16, Ruzior, Maxim and Karoas. Prado hanging on to that 4th place at the moment. Evans tried to have a look up the inside, and he's under attack now. At the top of the hill is Evans. Valanderen right on his rear wheel, and he makes a mistake. Oh, somehow keeps it on 2 wheels. Lucky not to pick up an ankle or knee injury there. The ground, when you get off track there, and you're coming into land from above, not the easiest thing to watch this here. Just offline, oh, that left foot, ankle, knee would have taken a pounding, and he's off track there. There's a lot of rocks and stones in there as well. But looks like he's okay. Finds his way back past Alvin Osland. So the JWR Honda rider just getting caught there. But it's Febvre who leads. Fernandez second. Sumbawa third, Prado 4th. And obviously there's going to be some tactics at play this weekend, possibly, from Jorge Prado, because coming into this with no Jeffrey Hurlings, he is currently 106 points clear of Romain Febvre, who is effectively now second in the chase. So does he need to push every race? Does he need to win every race and qualifying race? Is there going to be a different strategy for the number 61 throughout this weekend and maybe the next couple of rounds? You know, take the wins when you can, pick up the points when you can't. But Febvre with a 2-minute lap time. 2.3 seconds clear of Fernandez. There's Sumbawa, there's Prado. Koldenhoff next, and then Calvin Valanderen on the number 10. He's in 6th position. He's found his way past Benoit Pacharel. So Pacharel on the Debarch Yamaha. Just drying out, so that hard, unpredictable surface now just starting to get a little bit loose and rugged as well. Those stones coming to the surface as the circuit dries out. Here's Pacharel. Good to see him up there in that 7th position. Had a couple of 8th place finishes, so he's scored twice, 3 times actually, in this Ram qualifying race, so he'd like to pick up more points here if he can this weekend. Deep ruts at the bottom of the hill there. The change only loose and unpredictable in the first half of the lap. A lot more riders getting over the triple jump this year. Too many getting over it last year. The bottom of the hill, centre of your screen, Romain Febvre, Fernandez, Sumbawa and Prado. I was watching Febvre this morning in the time practice session, and the turn just under the tree there, just the way that he turned through there, just on the gas, letting it slide around, just let it dance around if need be. Very, very cool and precise. through this next left-hander. He wasn't so precise over the Licky Molly jump though. Had a big moment on what was supposed to be his final flying lap towards the end of the time practice session. Romain Febvre got the little kicker before you take off wrong. That sent him into a bit of a kick as he hit the jump and then took off. Went higher and further than need be, landed flat. Big let off for the number 3. He may have made a mistake actually, because 2.1 he had over Fernandez, who's right the way onto the rear wheel of the Frenchman once again. Ruben Fernandez with one qualifying race win in Portugal. I'm not sure if that was from the bird from above or if that was from the bike at the side of the track. Either way, didn't look nice, did it? Camera getting roosted either way. Anyway, Febvre dribbling up. Fernandez following through, and so too Siwa, Prado. Our race announcement on this league out on the track. The stereo comes right up here. Blasting through our TV compound. Making their way towards the end of lap 3. There's Siwa. Gap between first, second, third, pretty similar. Prado, is he just going to find another gear from here on out? Just let the track come to him. Got to roll those first 3 waves if you have any chance of doubling up onto this plateau. Out of turn 2. 2 minutes, 0.8 for Febvre, 2:01.1 Fernandez, 2:01.8 Siwa, 2:01.8 again for Prado. Surprised at how quickly the gaps have opened up, to be fair, but then it's the track as well. Not as rough as it would be normally because we don't have European sport races. No 250, no 125 or no WMX. It's just starting to develop now though. Hopefully they leave some of the bumps overnight. Just sort out some of the ruts where they don't need them. But top of your screen, Febvre doing a good job of opening up a bit of a gap again over Ruben Fernandez. Here's Glenn Coldenhoff, 2:59. All in white this weekend, riding in fifth place, about a second and a half behind Prado, or he was. Prado right there just ahead of him. Takes from the Red Bull gas down. See how the left side now is starting to break down. So just starting to work their way across towards the middle. Just to get the drive. Make the triple up at the top of the hill. Bit of a mistake there for Coldenhoff, just ran the wrong side of the berm on the exit of the turn. Kevin van Venrooy, Yamaha of Kevin Valanderen, opting to go double single at the bottom of the hill to make the inside line because you have to carry the outside line when you come into land. Prado, is he getting closer? Well, he gained about 4/10 on Siwa, and he did set the fastest time in sector 2 last time around. But then Prado taking the fastest sector time in sector 3, Coldenhoff in sector 2, Valanderen in sector 4. So lap times may still come down as this race goes on, but hot, humid conditions around this Sumbawa Island racetrack. Not too much happening out on track at the moment, pretty static and fairly uneventful at the moment with Febvre 3 seconds clear at the head of the field. Coldenhoff trying to close in on Prado, who didn't make the step down just because he went inside at the top of the hill. So you just go inside, you gain maybe a little bit through the turn, but then you lose on the downhill, so overall probably about the same. Just over 10 minutes plus 2 laps remain in this round qualifying race here in Indonesia. First of 2 back-to-back rounds. Sumbawa and the neighbouring island of Lombok in a week's time. Concerned faces on the mechanics down there. Rebel Gas and Monster Energy Yamaha. Shake of the head from the man bottom of the screen, Manuel Volpato. Bit of a light up there from Prado. Cost him some time to Siwa. Played into the hands of Koldenhoff. Siwa all over the back of Fernandez now. So Fernandez over the line second with a 2:04.2. Siwa 2:02.6. So it was a mistake from Fernandez somewhere on the lap that's allowed the Swiss rider to close in on him. How does he respond though? Does he just kind of get his head down, focus on his laps and concentrate on the job at hand? Well, it looks like he's doing anyway. Siwa comes up short on the step down. Would have cost him a half a second or so. Desperate to try and find his way past Ruben Fernandez. Watch this here. Front end high, he knew he wasn't going to make it. Look, just bounces. That was the same jump that Evans almost came to grief on, but Evans now in 8th place. Good ride this though for Romain Febvre. Lonely ride for him, almost 7 seconds clear over Ruben Fernandez. Siwa still breathing down his neck, less than a second behind the Spaniard. Then we've got Prado, Koldenhoff, Verlanderen. So not too much between 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. Prado looking interested once again. Good drive there to get onto the plateau. Fernandez makes a mistake on the exit, just lights it up and has to trail a leg, but it's cost him some time, and all of a sudden Siwa will be the last of the late breakers. Bottom of the hill, almost found a way through, but would have been ugly if it had gone the other way. Oh, and a mistake. Or was it just the wrong line choice there from Fernandez? Because maybe he was just one line across to his left too many, and he's now on the ropes because Siwa's gone through into 2nd place and Prado knocking on the door for 3rd. Prado goes the long way round. He'll try and capitalise with a downhill step because Fernandez doesn't get it clean. Tried to commit from the inside, but he goes defensive here. So just lost his rhythm here, and all of a sudden Prado alongside the number 70. Is he going to move into 3rd? No, because Fernandez just shows him an elbow and almost taking both riders by surprise. Koldenhoff there in that 5th place. Prado desperate to find his way past the top Spaniard at the moment in the race. Both fly the triple, top of the hill. Prado goes tight inside, tries to do a couple of cutbacks there, but not happening for him. Go the long way round here. And does. To say, just find a way through, but Fernandez somehow keeping the fellow Spaniard back. Trying to salvage and trying to fight for that 3rd place at the moment, Ruben Fernandez. hard on the brakes there for Prado. Who would have seen Siwa try this a lap ago, but he'll go to the inside line. He was very fast and fluid through there in time practice, which is where I was watching, and he's done exactly the same again, just as effective. This time takes third away from Ruben Fernandez. Line that up a couple of corners away from the finish line. He got the finish line turn right, then the turn 4 after the finish. Set himself up and committed to the very inside line, the shortest route through. By the time he got to the end of the rut, he was about a bike length clear. Fernandez had nowhere to go apart from hit the brakes. And Koldenoff goes through as well into 4th position. So the race falling apart for Ruben Fernandez. You break your rhythm when it's hot like this. It's sometimes difficult to regain that composure. And Verlanderen knocking on the door as well as he goes deep. And Verlanderen, he'll cut back. Not able to find a way through, but is it just a question of time? Well, again, he tries to take a shorter route through. So Fernandez all of a sudden in 5th place. Right, watch this here. That gained ground, and then a couple of corners later, he nipped up the inside to go into 2nd position. That brought Prado into play, bottom of the hill. A lap later, forced himself into 3rd. And then Koldenoff, just a lap ago, moved into 4th. And Verlanderen now knocking on the door as well. He's still parked behind the HRC man. 8 laps complete. We're on lap 9. Verlanderen not able to execute the same move that Prado did a lap ago. Probably wasn't able to see quite what the Spaniard did, because he was behind Koldenoff, wasn't he? But Verlanderen cuts to the inside, tries to tiptoe his way round the tree. Both these guys hot. Back end lighting up on Verlanderen's Yamaha. Good recovery this from Fernandez. Well, I was going to say he's regained his composure, but he just came up short again on that downhill. And a mistake there in that turn doesn't help things either. Definitely fighting at the moment is Fernandez. Fighting himself, fighting the bike, fighting the track. Again, Verlanderen not able to go through there because it's a wide, almost like a road race style turn. Go wide and then cut back just to carry more momentum rather than drop to the inside, which is quite tight in and tight out. Meanwhile, Roman Fevre now 11.5 seconds clear of Jeremy Siwa. A couple seconds adrift of Prado. Koldenoff 1.5 seconds behind him. Back markers on the horizon there. 2:04, Hillman Maxim. There's the Aussies. Oh, they're line astern, 16th and 17th place. Lewis Stewart and Nick Murray. Having another cheeky look. To no avail. Calvin Verlanderen fighting his time, but running out of patience. Fernandez definitely looks like he's regrouped. Koldenoff to 3rd, Prado 4th. But where did Koldenoff find his way past Prado? Been watching this battle, but championship leader getting caught and passed by Koldenoff this time around on lap 10. So much work going into this lap. Riders uphill, downhill, braking bumps, turns from nothing, where you're having to just feather your way through the corner, then you ended up pulling on the handlebars because you're up steep inclines. Add to that, it's hot and humid, very Florida-like weekend. Both riders on similar lines. Here's Febvre. Time's ticked down. He's getting ready to take the 2-lap board. Very effective. It's qualifying race. Double look. Roll the first 3. Be patient. No point slamming at them all and not getting the last 2 either. So the 2-lap board goes out in this Ram MXGP qualifying race. All of a sudden, the 2 Yamahas are going to be battling over second place. Seward and Koldenoff. Because a lap ago, Koldenoff found his way past Jorge Prado. Not sure where. Good ride this one, the Hoff. Best qualifying race, second in Sardinia, round 2. Got a 4th in Latvia, so currently in 3rd, hoping to equalise his best qualifying of the season. First of all, needs to find his way past his teammate, Jeremy Seward. Cuts to the inside. Oh, he just got uncomfortable through there, didn't he? Couldn't find his foot peg. Left foot was off and he couldn't attack the downhill. And maybe a let-off there for Seward. But he's lost a lot of ground, a lot of time as a mistake at the top of the hill. Got to be careful to have not upsettled him in any way. Because Prado looking to go on the attack again. Look, here he is in 4th place. Prado, is there going to be one last attempt for a top 3 position here? Knows he's got good points in hand over this rider, who is effectively second in the championship chase coming into this weekend with no hurlings for the foreseeable future. But he's 3rd, but he'll still be 3rd at the end of the weekend. Seward under attack again from his teammate. Tried about a 1/3 of a lap from here to find his way past, but had an issue where he couldn't just find his foot peg coming out of the left turn at the top of the hill. Cut through there nicely, isn't he? He's got good line through there. I'm surprised Prado hasn't spotted that. And then cuts to the inside here. He's definitely more confident than Seward, isn't he? These conditions at the moment. Goes through the berm at the top of the hill. Steps down. Closer than he was a lap ago, but is he going to be able to do anything about Seward and that second position? Like Seward's just put up a bit of a resistance, responding to the threat from behind from his teammate. These 2 here, 2nd and 3rd. These 2 still fighting over that 2nd place, but just ahead of them, bottom of the hill, making his way back up towards the finish line any moment now. Romain Febvre, unless he's just backed it off completely. Yes, he has. Here he is in cruise mode, look. The number 3 Kawasaki Racing Team MXGP rider out of the final turn. Takes a quick look over his shoulder, and Romain Febvre wins his 2nd Ram qualifying race of the season. Takes the 10 points. Siwa just edging out his teammate Glenn Coldenhoff. Prado just a little bit further back here. He is in 4th place, about 4.7 seconds behind. Then Fernandez, another 2 seconds rift. Lana in 6th, Paturel should be 7th, then it should be Evans, Labino and Guillot